Welcome back, everyone. Today I am working on the fossil to get the head off of the truck to see if we can identify what happened at our last catastrophic track outing. We really could just pull the motor out of this thing and do all this on the bench, but I'm really impatient and I want to know what happened here. So I'm going to start by pulling the head off to see if we have some hurt or melted cylinders, see if we can identify any clues that can help us figure out what the heck happened and how we can prevent it moving forward. So stay tuned and let's see what we find with this thing. Now we got the valve cover off for the first time. We can see some of our first damage here. Broken exhaust rocker arm on number 1, broken exhaust rocker arm on number 2, broken exhaust rocker arm on number 3, broken exhaust rocker arm on number 4, broken exhaust rocker arm on number 5, broken exhaust rocker arm on number 6. So every single exhaust rocker arm is broke. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to do some thinking on that one, but we found our first set of problems here for sure. It looks like this is the first time I'm pulling this out. See what the push rod looks like. Can't really tell until I get it cleaned up, but it seems to look okay on that end. And then if I get this to focus, the cup seems to be okay. So maybe I'll get lucky and all the push rods will still be good. So, pretty weird that every exhaust rocker arm is broke. I don't know if that's a result of what happened or a cause of what happened, but I would almost think that it has to be a result of it. So now I really want to get the head off so we can see if the head's junk or not. Also, I just realized that number 4 intake rocker arm is broke too, and that's the cylinder that it kicked the rod out on. So we need to keep that in mind moving forward too, that possibly that cylinder was dead on getting any sort of compression in or out of it, so that might be why it kicked the rod out. Cylinder 1 looks awesome. See if there's anything I can catch with my fingernail. No, that thing looks great. Cylinder 2 looks good. Nothing I can catch with my fingernail on that one. I don't really want to roll it over right now, but I'm going to assume the 3 looks like that. 4 looks good. I don't know if that's a little bit of like ring scarring a little bit at the top there, but you can't really feel it. And then 6 looks good too. Everything seems to be like the engine was holding up really good. Obviously we've got our number 4 that's chunked. And then say the head's junk because number 4 here, pretty sure this valve is bent. I'll know when I get it apart, but if you just look at like the one right next to it, it looks like it feels pretty even. And this one is like obviously high on this side and low on that side. So that valve junk, I'm sure the head junk because of that. You can see where the piston got into it when the rod let go. That's probably what hurt this piston. You never know though, the seat might be okay. Might be able to get lucky there. But luckily I have another head. A little crack there. Crack there. Crack there. Which these are really common on these 9mm injectors to crack on that. But worst case, I've got another head. It's all same deal. Hamilton valves and all that, and dual springs and all machined, ready to go. It just needs some port work done to it. So after some further communication with my peoples, we're kind of thinking that what had to have happened here is that the cam gear either broke, the cam broke, or the keyway in the cam broke and allowed it to actually slip time, and the timing was off on the cam, which would have allowed the pistons to make contact with the valves, and that would have been the thing that would have broke the rocker arms. The push rods are a lot stronger than the rocker arm. The billet tappets are stronger, the cam's billet, the valve is a hardened steel. So the weakest link in that equation would be the rocker arm. So we're thinking that the cam, something would have had to have jumped time basically. It is possible too that the cam gear could have slipped. I've heard of welded cam gear still breaking the welds and slipping time. That seems unlikely to me. It seems a lot more likely that the keyway and the camshaft sheared off and allowed the cam to slip. That would explain it being hard to spool. That would explain, it really wouldn't explain the blow by per se, but after looking at the head a little bit more, it kind of looks like the fire rings were starting to blow between cylinders. Don't know if they've been doing that for a while or not, or if that's something that happened in result of the cam timing or crank timing, some sort of timing event that has changed in the engine. But all the pistons look great, aside from obviously the one that got into it with the head. The injectors all seem to look okay. Don't think that it's a fuel related issue. We're pretty sure that this is a mechanical failure of some sort. Somehow it mechanically jumped time, and that's what caused an interference event. And unfortunately, when the 3 and 4 broke together, that basically made that hole sealed up. And so you're still putting fuel in it. As long as the engine's running, fuel's going in, combustion event is happening, and it has nowhere to go. So the rod is the weak link in that situation, and it probably shortened it and kicked it out. So really what I should do next is just go ahead and pull the motor out. Really shouldn't spend any more time tearing into it, but I really want to know if it is the cam keyway that sheared off. And as easy as it would be to pull the front cover off, and we could get right to the cam gear and see that, that's probably what I'm going to do in the next video before we go yanking this thing out and tearing it the rest of the way down, just so that way I can know for sure. I'm one of those type of people that I gotta know. So that'll give me some peace of mind. We'll be able to see exactly what happened, and then we'll have a game plan moving forward of what we need to do to prevent that. So stick around for the next video, because in the next one we're going to get into that and see if we can figure out if that is in fact the case of what happened. And if you guys have any theories as to what you think might happen, some things that I'm not thinking about, drop it in the comments below. I read all the comments, reply to them all, and I will definitely take any advice and investigate forward with it. So, like always guys, if you're new here, click the subscribe button, hit that like button to help me get the videos out to more people, and stay tuned, see what the heck is going on with the fossil, how we can fix it, and how we can make it better in the future. And we've also got some plans in work for a new engine. Already got a block, got some rods, got some pistons ordered. So once we finish diagnosing this, we'll dive into what the new combo is going to be. Thanks guys, see you next time.